What's today? Happy Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I gotta check. Hey Siri, what day is it? I don't even know what day. Oh, it's Thursday. Shit. Damn, that bite went by quick, huh? I've been up all night, sitting here in the Tampa Airport. TPA. It's not gonna be the last time I'm here, but gonna be gone for a while. I do plan on flying back to Disney for the Sub 2 meetup in October, though. Oh, it's 5:19 a.m. Got me some fresh Starbucks. They got this blend. It's called Cafe Verona. It's a dark roast. Freaking delicious. But last night, I asked for a pour over. If they run out of coffee at Starbucks, they have to do a pour over for you if you ask for it. 3 employees last night told me they didn't do it. And when I told them this morning, they said, well, we don't have any yet. I was like, can you do a pour over? They go, no, we're brewing it right now. And I go, okay, no worries. And so I said, they didn't do a pour over for me last night. They were like, what? The manager's like, yeah, I asked like 3 people. I'm like, the one kid said, no, they don't do it. And then I said, are you kidding me? Every Starbucks does it. And then he asked the manager. She said, nope, we don't do them here. Not here. And the other guy said, yeah, we don't do it. All 3 people. So if they say that, every Starbucks has to do a pour over for you. It's policy. Just like free refills, except at the airport. You don't get free refills at the airport. You might. I don't know. I think if you sit down in there, they might give you free refills. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of like you can't leave and go over there. So, but they do have these super dope, perfect bars at Starbucks. The chocolate chip one's actually really good. It doesn't taste like a protein bar. But so I'm headed to Phoenix. Yeah, I don't know. My life's crazy, right? But last night, so I got here. I had 5 bags. I had 2 duffel bags, and a big case, my computer bag, and my backpack. 5. And I went to American first because I like flying American. I want to be like Pace. I want to be Admiral status one day. Trying to be like Pace, you know, not easy. I don't think anybody can be like Pace, but we'll all try, right? And it was $830 for one way on American. I was like, what? So I go over to Southwest. They were $725. So I'm like, man, shit. That's a lot more than I thought it would be. I mean, I was like, it was because I had 5 bags, though. I kept on getting hit with the 5th bag. And so then I went to JetBlue, and they said the same thing. But the girl started doing some math, and I told my story. I said, yeah, I just lost the place I was living. Got behind on the rent when I went to Montana because I had to go to this event. And then I told the lady my story, like my story. I told her, 40 years on drugs, and the day before the Super Bowl, I wanted to end my life at the end of the Super Bowl. And I found a 1-minute Facebook at my mentor, Pace Morby. And she was like so emotionally blown away. And that's when I told her, I said, I made this thing. She said, she was like, let me help you out. And she comes back. She brings me a brand new, big, giant suitcase, big blue suitcase. And she's like, here, can you fit those bags in here? And both the duffel bags fit in there perfectly. Boom. Covered up. Turned 2 into 1. But there was a weight problem. So I had to get some of the weight out of the bag. It was like 5 pounds over. And so she brought me another bag because she said, can you put anything in that backpack? I said, no, it's full. It's completely full. She brought me another brand new bag to replace my backpack. which I could stuff everything into, put all the books and stuff in it. So not only did she save me like 150 bucks, but she was we were talking about she said angels are among us. I was, thank you, you're like an angel. And I said, that brings me to, I started Psalm 91. I made a little video. If you look on my Facebook page, it's me and Pace in Springfield last year. But listen to what the psalm is. That psalm can change your life, do miracles. Literally, Angel Miller is calling me, telling me, she's like, man, I'm sorry I couldn't help you today. She's my new sub 2 partner. Welcome, Angel Miller, too, by the way. She goes, well, you know, she said, I'm sorry I couldn't help you today. And I said, well, it's okay. You know, just more time for me to plan and get ready to go to Arizona, plan stuff out. If I would have gotten the money today, I would have flew on Southwest or American and spent $700 or $800. But God delayed that, and then He had me go to JetBlue, where I got 2 bags and saved even more money. So I go from $700-800 to I think $532, $527. Pretty cool. They were like $200-300. And what else? Oh, I went to PF Chang's. I was like, I ain't been there in a minute. Prices went up, plus the airport prices, you know. So I was like, you know, I don't need to splurge, you know. Food looks really freaking delicious as they were bringing it out. I'm like, oh my god, I wanted some of them dynamite shrimp. Tigger told me to go have some. She's like, go eat some dynamite shrimp. I declined. I went instead. I was gonna go to Wendy's, but I was like, damn, Wendy's super. When did Wendy's get so expensive? You know, it's Wendy's. And of course, there was Chick-fil-A there. Like we all know, Chick-fil-A's delicious as shit, but it's expensive as shit too. And there was a place called Qdoba, and I was like, oh, cool, burritos. And burrito, you know, one big burrito fill anybody up. But they were out of burritos, and they had my favorite Cholula hot and sweet chicken. I love Cholula hot sauce, my favorite all time. But I do like what you call it, Louisiana hot sauce. But so it's 5:30 a.m. We're gonna go down there to the counter down there and check in at JetBlue. That's so good. That's delicious. Got the Starbucks right here. I like this Starbucks. Well, last night I didn't like it because they didn't make my dark roast. Usually I should be. It's like 5:30. Nobody's gonna be up if I share this thing. But somewhere it might. You know. Let me see. I'll get rid of some notifications while I'm on here too. Hey, did you know if you're paying for YouTube Premium with Apple Pay, you're paying $3 too much. If you go to Google and pay right on through YouTube on Google, it's only $13.99 a month. I forgot I was gonna hit it. That actually hit today, but still, $3 more. It's $3 more every month. That's $36 a year. 10 years, $360. It's a car payment in 10 years. Just yeah, but oh, Putin deploys tactical nuke. What?
Russian President Vladimir Putin has confirmed that Russia has deployed tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, a close ally of Russia and
blah blah blah. That's all bullshit. Where's my channel? Live. It's not very well lit in here. So, but let me share this over here to that. That one. Share this over here. I know nobody's up watching this, but you know, maybe somebody is. I like the music. Y'all can't hear it though. Sweetie. And let me share this here. I don't know if anybody watches it on WhatsApp. You might. That's why I keep sharing it there. I don't know. It's kind of like a history. Like I'll just do it to share it anyway. So getting ahead of myself. Why aren't I talking about Arizona? Can you believe that shit? I'm going to Arizona. Pretty blessed to have this opportunity. Like I said, I got a new business partner, sub 2. I have the wonderful and amazing Angel Miller. You guys are gonna love her. She's the TC. She's been working with Chris James and Jesse Stanton. She's part of the growth company. Really, y'all are really gonna like her. She's amazing, and she is so super cool. There we go. So I'm really excited about going to Arizona. I don't even have the chat open. Somebody said something. You needy. What are you doing, you nutty? Siri messed me up. I can't remember how to say your name. Hey Siri, call you Nettie. What do you mean you don't understand? She didn't understand. Hey Siri, call you Nettie.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call Unidia Barino mobile.
She calls you Needy Aberino now.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please say that again?
Say what again? What? All right. Yeah. So I'm heading to Arizona. Moving to Arizona. No more hurricanes. Yeah. Yes way. I when I went to community camp, I risked everything. You know, I wasn't gonna miss it, and when I got back, I quit my job because that job was sucking the life out of me. It was like 8 hours or 5 to 6 hours on the bus to work 8 hours, and there was like 7 women in there on prison release. Just the negativity, the atmosphere, riding on the bus with the people of the bus. I mean, there's some good people on there, but there's a lot of, it's the bus. It was just sucking the life out of me, draining me. So I quit. And then the guy didn't pay me. And then I got behind on rent, and I was in a weekly, and she charged me $25 a day late fees on a $250 a week rent. And then somebody that was supposed to help me go to Hawaii backpedaled, and even Pace was like, "Did you vet him?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to." And then I gave him the property I was living in and told him the address and gave him my agent, the Amber's number. He called and locked up the property and then was shopping it to other sub 2 students. And they showed it to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? He was supposed to be a JB with me on it. He was supposed to be, he was going to get it. We were going to partner on it. He promised he'd help me get to Arizona. And he ghosted me for 2 days. And I finally found it, got the information. It's not cool, I was too trusting, got burnt. But it's not gonna happen again. Hey Yannetti, did you see my 3-minute video, Project Forward? How's everything going in Miami with your real estate? I see you making some new content and stuff. Looks really good too. But I will be back in October because Southwest has a special, like it's $149 flight or something round trip, but you got to book a month in advance. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna book a month in advance so I can go to Disney for whatchamacallit, the Sub 2 meetup at Disney World. That's gonna be so dope. Just gonna fly in for just that Saturday and Sunday. I think it's gonna be 18 and 19, October 18th, October 19th. That's gonna be really cool. You're gonna come along. Oh, you're coming along. That's good. If you've never had the Cafe Verona Dark Roast at Starbucks, you really should try it. It's so rich and delicious. I love this stuff. I get it black. I just get a venti black. It's only $3.49. Everybody says Starbucks, so Starbucks only expensive. You get all the foo stuff. $3.49 for a big giant coffee. It's cheaper than a gas station. Sometimes. But yeah, so I'm excited to go to Phoenix. I got a few jobs lined up. Like literally I could go there and pass out flyers for $18 an hour at a college campus or storefronts. $18 an hour? You're gonna give me to pass out flyers? Like you're like this. Here, and talk to people. Hi. This is a napkin from Starbucks. I'm gonna tell you all about it. $18 an hour. But there's also getting people out of their timeshares. $1,500 signing bonus. It's just east of Tempe, and then there's a solar canvassing $5,000 sign-on bonus. Has a base pay. You know, they say you make good money, but if I make 25% of what they say you make, that's enough to get me by and allow me to still do what I want to do with real estate. And have a place to stay, have your bills paid. The goal is to get a car and be able to, on Sundays, drive to Las Vegas in the morning, go to church, and then go out to eat on the strip. Do something, you know, maybe fun in Vegas. You know, they got their new Sphere. There's hope, you know, all kinds of stuff. I mean, maybe play some Top Golf, or they got a new one that they're might be done already by the Stratosphere. It's like a retro 60s neon golf. It's pretty cool. It's Atomic Golf. That's what it's called, Atomic Golf. They were building that when I left, and there's a few other projects out there I want to check out. But I love Vegas, but I just can't live there. But I can get a car, drive out there, go to church. I really miss my church hour. And I'm really just excited to be back in the desert. I just like the desert heat. I like the dry. I like it hot, super hot. Doesn't bother me at all. You got air conditioning, right? But you know, mountains, the sunrise and sunsets in Arizona and Nevada are I think they're better than Florida. Really, I do. I've seen some pretty good sunsets in Florida, but I kind of like Nevada and Arizona a little bit better. A lot of times, there's some pretty dope sunsets. Plus, there's lenticular clouds in the desert. You don't see them anywhere else. Pretty much just you only see them out the west in you know, Utah, Nevada, Arizona. Lenticular clouds are really cool. They look like spaceships. But that's a good strong coffee today. Should probably plug my phone in before it goes too low, before I get on a plane. Yeah, so I condensed everything into 5 bags. I left my $200 Beauty Rest air mattress behind, and my monitor I bought from Target. I gave my desk to Keegan. He got that on Facebook Marketplace. So if you need a good desk, message Keegan Yonkin. He's got it on Facebook Marketplace. He's gonna send me the money once it sells. I just didn't want to leave anything behind in that house that we're renting. Yeah, it gets a little cold there in the winter. Yep, in Arizona and Nevada. It never got below 35 degrees in Nevada. It like in the 10 years I was there, it only snowed twice. And it wasn't a blizzard or anything. Instagram, we have unseen notifications. But yeah, it gets colder. You know, girl, what the hell? You should have came and met me while I was in Miami when I was there to see Pace's book signing. Unetti. Well, you better come to Disney in October, even if you only come for one day. So we go ride a roller coaster together. I want to see you scream. And you're like, ah. I can see you right now. You go. This place is pretty busy this morning. See the big pink flamingo back there? That's a right here. That's a big flamingo. See that man walking by with the child? No, I'm just kidding. That's not a good joke. I got some stuff for the plane. Give me some nightshade on conk out on the plane. So I got to go to Boston first, and then to Phoenix. I've never been to Boston. I don't know. I'm not sure how long the layover is there, but at least I'll say I went to Boston. That's what I was saying. I don't even know why I worried. I'm like having anxiety attacks, worrying for the past week. But every time at the end, God shows up. It's like, why should I even worry? Because no matter what I'm worrying about, at the end of the day, I'm always ending up coming out smelling like a rose. Kind of. That was a reference to something else that me and Tigger were talking about. Still need an integrator. If anybody knows an integrator, we need an integrator. But I got a meeting with Alex Rubin and his son, Mike. His son's a genius, really great kid. And then there's Michael Barcina. He knows how to run on a pilot. He doesn't want to be an integrator. He's a nurse. He's 3 days on, 4 days off. But he can help us get it running too. So many opportunities, but I'm still a little bit, not everything's said and done. But Mark, he's shopping around the house I was living in for the price that I told him the agent would want. $55K cash, and he got it under contract, sub to 5.3%. I'm not happy about that, but what can I do? I shouldn't have shared his address with him. I shouldn't have trusted him. But he literally is shopping it to sub 2 students. Yeah, integrator. They run like systems, processes, make sure everything is getting paid, everything, just all the back end stuff. It's like what Cody Barton does for Pace. But yeah, he stole that deal. I'm worried about the 2 other deals I told him about too. He ghosted me for 2 days. Why would you ghost me for 2 days? You've been talking to me for hours, telling me you're going to bring me out to Hawaii. Got me saying it on my podcast like an idiot. I even told Pace, and Pace is like, have you vetted him? Make sure you vet him. And I was like, I'm trying. So that's, it's a learning lesson. But, I don't know what to say. He burned me. And then he's acting like, he didn't. He promised to bring me to Hawaii. He's going to fly me out there. I'm going to be able to do my podcast. He's going to show me how to do what he does with real estate. He's a personal chef. He was going to get me healthy and fit. And then he backpedaled. He's like, well, me and my wife are downsizing. And I said, well, you said I could stay at one of your Airbnbs that has a private chef. He's like, well, And then he said, well, I'm still going to help you get to Arizona. I got Delta miles. We can fly you on Delta. And so I'm like, dude, I'm telling Colin, I'm like, hey, I got to be out there at 12 o'clock yesterday. This was Monday. I'm like, dude, I have to be out of there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing. Ghosted me. So it's a little embarrassing, telling everybody I'm going to Hawaii and then I'm not. But I really want to go to Arizona. Hawaii is just like, I still just want to go to Hawaii for my honeymoon. Whenever I meet a girl and get married, that's always been my dream. The 4 seasons in Maui. That's just what it is. But 5:44. Gotta go get JetBlue and check the flights. But I still can't believe I got this luggage here. You see it? This bag and that bag. I had two bags. There's two duffel bags in here. I had 5 bags, and she gave me those 2 bags for free. Like, she just pulled them out of the bag. Here's a brand new bag. And then she brings me another one. Here's another one. And then I look in the gift shop. It's not these type of bags, but the ones they're selling in the gift shop, they're like $200 for bags. And they're not even as big as that big one. You know, that one probably like $400 in the gift shop. So, I mean, it was really great to have that lady from JetBlue, Zio, XIO is her name, here at the Tampa Airport. Hope she doesn't get in trouble with it. She hooked me up. I got 2 brand new pieces of luggage. Having 4 bags instead of 5 saved me $125 and $135 on my flight. So now I gotta make a post in the private Sub2 Facebook group and see if anybody has a place where I can stay for a day or two until I get into one of the Craigslist. There's a bunch of places on Craigslist. Can't really call them right now or through the night. So I was like, I thought I was gonna get ahead. Like, yeah, I can get ahead of the game. You can't exactly call Arizona at like 2 in the morning and stuff, you know. So I got to get out there. There's another Sub2 student. He said he's gonna get me a Hampton Inn when I get there tomorrow, later on today. So I'll be able to stay at a Hampton Inn, but then I need a place to stay for a couple days. If anybody has somewhere I could stay just for a few days till I can find a place on Craigslist. There's a lot of them. There's a ton of really nice ones. I'm trying to be close in Central Tempe because that's where I have like 3-4 jobs lined up right there. One is just east of Tempe, and one is just west of Tempe. The solar's west, the east is getting people out of their timeshares, which is what I was doing during the pandemic. I was making really good money getting people out of their timeshares, like $2,000-$3,000 a week. So if it's anything like that, I'll be good. I'll be gravy. But morning, Rob. Drinking coffee and eyes are blurry. I never had blurry eyes. I used to have blurry eyes a lot, but I don't get that anymore. I'm tired a lot, but I never had blurry eyes because blurry eyes is when I was on drugs, and that's weird. I haven't experienced that in a long time. Pretty cool. So today, I have to get to Phoenix, get situated. Probably be too late to get. I don't know. Depends how long it takes to get to Boston and then fly out there. Because you are going backwards, so you're gaining time. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I gotta go down to JetBlue in a couple minutes. They actually have a really killer internet here at the airport. Because I got this on 720. I was using 180 or 1080p, and it was working. But I decided to put it 720. I didn't run it legally. I started a full couple bulldozers and a backhoe one time. Drove them around. That was crazy. My buddy, he lost his pinky finger when we were starting up a bulldozer one time. I don't even know how it happened, but he lost the tip of his pinky. He's like missing this part of the pinky. Yeah. We didn't do that anymore. But that's about as much experience I have with heavy machinery. I mean, I've drove forklift before. If they can train me, I can do it. I almost went to work in the gold mines in Elko, Nevada, as a dump driver. That was gonna been cool, but I couldn't stay clean enough to get hired. But I don't have a car when I get there, Rob. We'll have to figure that out. Find out where I'm gonna. I'm trying to live somewhere in Tempe because it's in the center, so I can go all different directions to get a job. What's that? Bye, hon. I miss you. Give me a call. All right. I hope everything's going good, and I want to see you in October at Disney. I wish you would have came to Miami when Pace was there. See you, my friend. Yeah, I know you're serious. I was talking to Yanetti. That's if you look in the chat, you can't see the chat. She's on YouTube watching it. So that's the thing about StreamYard. Like you're viewing on Facebook, but she's on YouTube. I'm also viewing to LinkedIn and Twitter, so you can't see the comments from LinkedIn and Twitter either. So sometimes I'm talking to somebody else in another platform. Yeah, she was watching on YouTube. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Rob. I can pass the drug test. It's a good thing these days. You know, I avoided a lot of jobs in the past because of that. You know, I was like, no, I can't get this job. Can't pass the drug test. So I limited myself, and I limited my opportunities and limited my growth, and I always, which was a up and down, a little depression, like, oh, everything sucks, but it sucks, and then I could try and get a good job, and then I don't, and then like a lot of up and down in that past life. Yeah. Man, I could drink that cafe Verona all freaking day. What time is it? I gotta get going to on there, check in. I think my flight leaves at 7. I'm not sure, but wow, that shit looks interesting. Um, but yeah, it's 5:51. But if you guys watch my stories, I'm gonna make some more stories on Facebook. I always make Instagram, goes to Facebook after that. I did, I should have posted them all day like yesterday, but I did like a dump of like 20 of them like a couple hours ago. Because I wanted to let some other things clear off there first. But the very first stories I made then on CapCut. Man, I wish like I looked like that guy. He's a really good looking version of me. His eyes are really what do you call them? Can't think of it. Not the spectacular eyes, but he had a good face too and a good smile. What does that say? Beat me up, Scotty. Right? This protein bar is delicious. I usually hate those things. They had buy one get one at the Starbucks here. I need to get a job too because I need to get a new iPhone. And oh my god, I deleted all my pictures off the cloud or something. I don't know if they're lost. It says I had 30 days to recover them. I gotta call Apple and recover all my. But they were on my laptop, and I didn't want them on my laptop because it's an old HP. And I figured, you know, getting 22,000 pictures and videos off there would speed it up. But when I did it, it deleted them off all my devices. And I'm like, what? So off my Chromebook, off my iPhone, and off the Windows. So I got to get that fixed. Hey Siri, remind me to call Apple today about 2 hours.
I've got to call Apple for tonight.
Yeah, thanks Siri. Yeah, I gotta get those pictures back because I was trying to make some videos and stuff. I'm like, holy shit, all my pictures are gone. All my pictures from the Dealmaker, from community camp, videos. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, fuck, dude, that is 18 months of 23,000 pictures and videos, and they're all. I mean, there's a lot of memories in those pictures of the last how I have grown and changed in the last 18 months. It was actually since March 31st. So I had quit on February 13th. So about a month and a half in, I got my first the iPhone. Not my first one, but again, I had a McLaren One Plus, and I love that phone too. But the iPhone's way better. I don't want to ever go back to anything else. But I'm eligible for an upgrade because this thing got paid off in July, and sure enough, soon when it's July, it's full. I can't even do an iOS update. But now it's not full anymore. Oh look, angel numbers 555. See it? But that's what one of my bags weighed, 55.5 pounds too. But we got them down. I hope because I think one is still like a pound over, and she said they would probably let it slide in the morning. But that lady was so cool. She hooked me up with these two bags. I'm so grateful. See them? That one, that one. I'm pretty blessed. I have like stuff like that happen to me all the time. But that's what happens when you change your life. And see, I was gonna say put God first. I haven't even prayed today. See, that's what happens when you're also traveling. You get thrown off and stuff in routines. Like usually, I'm waking up at 5:55 and praying and meditating and reading, not looking at pretty girls walking by in the airport. That was distracting. Oh, she was gorgeous. Holy shit. Damn. Oh, she walks. Oh, she went that way. Holy man, she was like a supermodel. Got Starbucks over here. If you've never been to the Tampa airport, it's really cool. Really, really chill. But they took all the little tables out that were in between all the leather chairs where people were always sleeping. And I'm like, shit, I ain't got nowhere to put my legs up. And I just thought about it now. I could have put one of these new bags down. I could have been like the kick back and sleep. But I'll sleep on the plane. I'll sleep on the way to Boston and then sleep on the way to Phoenix. I just can't wait till I can fly first class every time as I grow my business. There's certain things that I want to splurge on and certain things that I won't. Like, I don't buy cheap detergent, cheap toilet paper, toothpaste. I got a Philips Sonicare. Always buy Dawn, Tide, Dawn, Charmin, stuff like that. Like, if I can afford it, I'm definitely going to fly first class every time. And there's other things that I don't need to spend money on. But I really, like, I want to fly over the country doing meetups. I want to go look at all properties all over. I have all these big grand visions and dreams that I want to, and I'm speaking into existence. Speaking into existence. Anyways, I missed yesterday's podcast because I was packing everything up. I can't believe I got all this shit packed up. It was like, where does that shit all come from? How does it grow like that? It's like just multiplies. It's like babies and shit, But it's not the first time I've had to move. Not, the good thing about this time is it wasn't due to a crack binge and doing a no call, no show at work. I can't count how many jobs I got fired from for no call, no show, because I was out getting fucked up. It's too fucking high to even pick up the phone. So it's different why it happened this time, because it was a good thing going to community camp. I wouldn't have missed it for anything. And all the bad stuff that's happened to me and what it looks like bad to other people, like when my car died in Chicago, if that wouldn't have happened, I would have never met Julie Barkhart, Olga, Mina, Solomon, Yanetti. I wouldn't have met all these people in Mastering Multi. I wouldn't have met Bina. And If I wouldn't have spent those 2 weeks at Airbnb in Chicago, I wouldn't have developed a relationship with Venus, which eventually paid off in going to community camp, right? So, just like when I came to Florida and reached out to sub-2 students to help me, somebody got Abraham involved. Abraham eventually invited me to come to the Deal Maker, and then he invited me to come back in New Jersey. And then his wife said, I want him at all the Deal Makers now. I'm her right-hand man, Donna Gray. So when it looks like there's an unfortunate thing happening, like losing where I was living yesterday, the benefit is I got a new business partner, an Angel Miller, a new sub-2 student, a fantastic, amazing woman. She's an angel. Literally, her number, her Facebook is Angel444, Angel Miller 444. You know, angel numbers. You know, I do everything by angel numbers. And you know, I've lost whole house of furniture. I've lost everything. Items can all be replaced, but where my heart goes and my mind goes, it tells me to go to Phoenix. It tells me that's where I need to be. I need to be closer to the community. I was watching who was on there? Carolyn Briley and Ingrid Hernandez were in the audience on a wholesale hotline. That's where I want to be on Monday nights, Sunday nights. I want to be in the audience and get creative. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I don't watch sports. I think it's football season, right? I will go see a movie in the theater. And I do watch like stuff on artificial intelligence and robotics, life extension technologies on YouTube. A little meditational stuff on there, but I don't watch TV, sports, or the news. So you know, get creative and wholesale hat on like the only 2 TV shows that I watch, and they're not even TV shows; they're podcasts. You know. So with that being said, I'm really excited to get to Phoenix, get a place to live, and get to work. I'm gonna go make a post on the private sub-2 Facebook group, seeing if anybody has a place where I can stay. A couple of people told me to reach out to Kevin Cho. Maybe I could stay at one of his rooms, but I don't want to impose, on him. I want somebody that voluntarily wants to help me. And if nobody does, I'll figure it out. I always do. I always do. I mean, you have no idea. It's like some of the stories that I was talking to Tigger and a couple other people I was here in the airport in the past. There's stories that you guys haven't even heard yet. I've done some crazy shit. Been through some shit that doesn't happen to anybody else. You know, I'm blessed but cursed at the same time. But I always come out victorious because I got God on my side. Thank you, Jesus. All right, it is 6 a.m. So I think I'm gonna go down to JetBlue, go get my ticket, and I might come back on here in a little bit because I don't think the flight leaves till 7 or something. But I gotta go have them check these bags, and yeah, I'll see you in Arizona. But I might be on in Boston too. So just I gotta go downstairs and check this out. I'm so happy. Going to freaking fucking Arizona. Oh my god. Really? Seriously? My life just keeps getting better and better. Some people like, what is wrong with this guy? He just lost his home where he was living. How is his life better? Trust me, it's way fucking better than it ever was in the past. I couldn't be happier right now with where I am in my life and my progress. It may not look like progress to you, but I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing this for you. And I'm definitely not doing it for my family because I walked away from my family. But you guys are my family. So, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it all for myself. All right. So, welcome Angel Miller in the new Step 2 Facebook group. She's amazing. I will see you guys in Boston, maybe. Or I might come back on before Boston. Probably going to do one in Boston. Have a great day. Happy Thursday.